What do seconds mean to you? Possibly making that street light near your house or getting to school in time? Well, for emergency crews, it's seconds that could save lives. Still a lot of action here. Let me step out of the shot. We are still on a major working structure fire. The winds are very heavy. We've got sparks going hundreds of feet across the street. We've been out here since about 3:45 this morning, and it has not let up one bit. Take a look at these roads. Woodman and Powers here. I'm going to show you how amazing this ice really is. Complete coverage on the road here at Woodman. About 1/4 of an inch of ice. It's so thick, I can't even break through the ice here. This area is definitely prone to crime, especially these last few months. Now, it's gone dark. Why would you guys shut off lights in front of an area that has so much crime? So let's say the crook takes your phone, opens it up, and starts looking at your most recent calls. That's when they'll take aim, trying to get information on the other side. So does it surprise you that if this was a stolen phone that you just gave away the PIN number to your bank?
Yeah, it does. You're real dumb right now.
It's a world separated in two parts. From prehistoric animals you wouldn't want to meet in the ocean to giant beasts on land. They'll say they have no plans to add the swine flu vaccine to a list of recommended shots for students. So what do seconds mean to you? Possibly making that street light near your house or getting to school in time? Well, for emergency crews, it's seconds that could save lives.
My name is Jason Wagner, and 3.5 years ago, I got hit by lightning while coaching my son's baseball team. One of the blue streams from the lightning hit me behind the ear. I was laying face first on the ground, and then next thing you know, the ambulance got there. Response time on this day, less than 10 minutes. If it showed up a minute later, I may not be here right now.
Time becomes a precious thing when emergency crews hit the streets.
In critical illness or injury, seconds do count.
Dr. David Ross is an emergency physician at Penrose St. Francis.
The safest and most efficient and quickest way we can get patients to the hospital to get the care they need, the more likely it is that we can save that person's life.
Wagner was one of the lucky ones.
I'm glad I'm still here.
But Dr. Ross says that's not always the case.
I've had circumstances where patients, I think, might have benefited if they could have gotten to us a little bit sooner. Being a firefighter or an EMT is one of the most dangerous occupations in the United States.
And one of the most critical. According to the Emergency Medical Service Network, nearly 30 accidents have occurred nationwide already this year where a medical vehicle was involved, some even fatal. In this video on board Fire Engine 7 in Colorado Springs, quick response is the ultimate goal, but it seems drivers just aren't getting out of the way.
Lots of times people don't quite know what to do.
Tanya Silloway with American Medical Response brought some examples from inside the cab of an ambulance in California. These guys are just going to stop. I mean, how much time does this take? How much time is this wasting?
It's probably several seconds, but when you add several seconds up over an 8-minute response, that really adds up for the patient.
In this shot, a white car comes speeding by, seemingly unaware of the lights and sirens. Watch it again.
Every day driving lights and sirens, there's times probably on every single call where there's seconds that could have been saved. Medicines, 30 seconds faster, or a diabetic that needs sugar, 30 seconds faster can really help change the outcome of that call.
It was a positive outcome for Wagner. Now, his son still has a dad.
It's the most important thing in my life is my son knowing that I'm still going to be there.
Thanks to medical crews who made it to him in time.
And I thank them to this day. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
2 words for you. Text message.
A lot more people are texting.
But what if that cell phone of yours gets into the wrong hands?
You don't have the voice recognition.
Detective Joshua Bliss works for the Colorado Springs Police Department's Financial Crimes Unit.
It is just the letters, the text. That's where it could become problematic.
Bliss deals with identity theft all the time. That's his job.
Well, I think with the desperate times come desperate measures.
And your cell phone is the perfect target.
People are going to try to get it from any means possible, your information. And once they have it, what they can do with that is just incredible.
And you might not realize it could be a gateway to getting that garage code of yours. Perhaps your social security number. How about your bank card PIN number. So let's say the crook takes your phone, opens it up, and starts looking at your most recent calls. That's when they'll take aim, trying to get information on the other side. But would most of us fall for it? We gave it a try. We found Chevelle Simmons at Boulder Park. We asked her to text her boyfriend asking for their bank card PIN number. Let's try it.
Okay.
In less than 5 minutes.
He gave it to me.
I'm Eric with 11 News. How are you doing?
All right.
So does it surprise you that if this was a stolen phone that you just gave away the PIN number to your bank?
Yeah, it does. You're real dumb right now.
It was shocking that he didn't ask why.
But is it that shocking? Detective Bliss says no. He calls it the confidence effect.
That's what it is. They're using the confidence or already pre-existing relationship.
And there's really no way to know who's on the other end.
Anybody can be any letter on the keyboard. So you have to know who you're speaking with.
Or you might be the newest victim of identity theft. This was not a prank. One man couldn't wait to tell his doctor what happened when he went to a hospital for that MRI. For Prax Sanchez, a trip to the doctor's office was never so unusual. Not for Prax, instead, everyone around him.
We've been good buddies for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah, sure have.
Boy, did he have a story to tell.
I never had any idea that there was any metal in my face.
That's right, metal in his face, literally.
To us, he's a medical miracle. It's amazing. We've never seen anything like this.
Today, Prax didn't come for a check of his blood pressure like he usually does. Instead, to show his doc what happened a few weeks ago.
I went to lay down on the MRI machine. I got a real bad pain on my right side below my eye.
What was about to come next, no one would ever expect.
After I left there, I coughed up and a nail came up through my throat.
An old rusty nail over an inch long. That's not small. That is not a small nail. That is wild. Doctors say it could have been up his nose for as long as 30 years.
Once it's in the nasal cavity like that, a little membrane forms around it and it just becomes a foreign body. You the man.
And good old Prax is doing just fine. Soon he'll be back for a more normal checkup.
He is a great guy, great patient.